Hello students, good morning. Today we will start our next topic, projectile. First we will explain about what is projectile, type of projectile. Type of projectile is nothing, only type of the motion of any object, what is the direction throwing of any object, like a body thrown with some velocity and then allowed to move under effect of gravity along in two dimension is called projectile. When any object is thrown in two dimension, then that type of motion is known as projectile. This projectile we are dividing into two parts. One is the horizontal projectile motion, projection we can say. Second is the angular projection. Clear now? First we will do our first horizontal component. What is horizontal projectile? Horizontal projectile motion, horizontal projection is that projection in which we are throwing any object horizontally with some height, like this one. From here there is a x component, there is a y component. Now from h height, let this height we are taking h. From h height we are throwing any object like this one. Then initially it will go in horizontal, then after some time it will come on the ground like this. Clear now? Initially that velocity of this object is u, but as after some time it will be go like the downward direction under the effect of the gravity. Clear? And there this one is the distance we are taking r. Now from here let we are taking there, this component is our x component, their velocity acting along this component vx, and on this point along this velocity will be vy, this one acting along y-axis. Then resultant velocity will be act in that direction, that will be v velocity. Clear now? Now there is a different term we will do. First our path of projection, that during the projection, then what will be path during this projection? That will be path of projectile. Second term we will find that time of flight. What is time of flight? Time of flight is a time taken during this projection from here to there as object. For example, ball also during the cricket, playing cricket, when we are throwing ball, then like this one from some height we are throwing, then after some time it will go in downward direction under the effect of the gravity. So there is a total time taken from here to there during the total flight, that time is known as time of flight. Next our topic, horizontal range. What is horizontal range? Horizontal range is the distance, horizontal distance from this initial point to this point, that is distance is known as horizontal range. This one we can denote with the r. distance from the initially point where at x and y both are 0 and up to there that object will reach or on the horizontal point, that is the horizontal range. This distance is known as horizontal range. Next is the velocity. Velocity along projection. During the projection, what will be velocity of the object along x-axis, along y-axis? This velocity also we will find. These are the different terms which will we will find in the horizontal projection. Clear now? First we are starting that path of projection. How we can find path of projection? Along x-axis and along y-axis, what will be path during the projection? Let a particle reaches at point, here we can say their point P point, their P point at time t. So using equation, here we will use their equation of motion, first equation, second equation, third equation, like this one. Now along x-axis there we are finding path, that's why we will use here second equation. Using equation, second equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square. Everyone know about it, the second equation of motion. Now using this one along x-axis, first we will find along x-axis, then we will find along y-axis. Along x-axis, then x distance along x-axis, then we will take their x distance. Now velocity along x, initial velocity, u is the initial velocity, then along x-axis ux, then t is time, plus half a is the acceleration. Now along x-axis there is a zero acceleration because there is a gravity will act and the gravity will act only y-axis, that's why along x-axis that will be component will be 0. So from here we can write there x equal to final initial there will be 0, then uxt, and this component will be equal to 0 because there along x-axis acceleration will be 0. So from here x we can write there uxt. Here t equal to x by u we can write. This one is the first equation. Clear now? Second, now along y-axis. Along y-axis, how we can, similarly we will find there y minus y naught there equal to initial velocity along y-axis ut plus half a along y-axis t square. Now initial velocity along y-axis will be 0 because their initial velocity here, and this particle is going horizontally along only x-axis, not on y-axis. That's why initial velocity along y-axis will be equal to 0 plus half acceleration along y-axis. This object is accelerating in downward direction. This is the due to the acceleration due to gravity. That's why acceleration will act toward this one, that will be g, and t square, that will be y. So from here y equal to half g t square. Put value of t from this relation, then we can write there half g x square by u square, this also. Now from here we can find their x and y both path of equation. There will be that relation between them, we can write there y equal to 1 by 2 g by u square x square, that is second equation. Clear now? Their path will be from this relation, you can write there this is the constant term. Now from here we can write there y equal to kx square, y equal to kx square. This one is the equation of the parabola, that is the equation of parabola. So path taken by this one is parabola. So path followed by projection is parabola. Clear now? Next will be our time of flight. What will be time of flight? Time of flight is a total time taken by projectile during its flight is known as time of flight. During this path, that is the time taken by this one, is known as pump. Then we will find what will be time of flight. How we can find? Using equation, second equation, using equation s equal to ut plus half a t square. Then along y axis, then we can write there y equal to u, initial velocity along y axis, plus half a equal to our along y axis t square. Now from here this one relation will be 0. Now we can write h will be height along y axis. So t equal to time of flight, uy equal to 0, ay equal to g, and y equal to h. This one, as we have taken already this one relation, now put value of all. H equal to 0 plus half g t square. Put all values in this equation. After putting, then our relation came h equal to half g t square. From here we can write there t square equal to 2h by g. So t equal to under root 2h by g. That is the time of flight, time taken during this flight. Next our term horizontal component, that is a horizontal range. Horizontal range is the maximum horizontal distance covered during the projection. The maximum horizontal distance covered by projectile during its time of flight is known as horizontal range. Clear? This horizontal range we will find. How we can find there? This one we will find along x-axis, because this one is acting along x-axis. Using equation same, s equal to ut plus half gt square along x-axis. Now we will take x equal to uxt plus half a along x-axis t square. Now put value of all relation. X equal to horizontal range r, u x equal to u, t equal to t, and ax equal to 0, because their acceleration due to gravity, that will be 0 along x-axis. Now after putting here all relation, r equal to u t plus 0. So r you can write there u under root 2h by g. There is a horizontal range. Now next our velocity. Velocity of projectile at any time t using equation v equal to u plus at. Along x-axis we will find first This one is the first equation of motion. Now from here Vx, initial velocity along x-axis plus along x-axis. Now there will be Ax equal to 0. Now we can write there Vxu. Now from here this is our, this one 0, that's why we can write there Vx equal to u. This is our first equation. Now along y-axis Vy equal to u along y, initial velocity along y-axis plus acceleration along y-axis into t. Now here we can write there Vy, initial velocity 0 plus g t square. This one we can write there. From here Vy equal to g t square. This one along y-axis. Now from equation first and second we can write there V equal to under root Vx square plus Vy square, that is under root u square plus gt square. Clear now? Here sorry, square will not come. This one will be total velocity. Clear? This is horizontal component, horizontal projectile motion. Up to this topic you have to complete in your fair notebook.